This is a GoFundMe update to those who have contributed to my campaign. I have to lead strong with an assertion that is, I am safe. I do not have any fear or desire to harm myself or others. And my paranoia is not flared to the point where I'm thinking unreasonably. I am thinking realistically and in terms of precaution. I need to solve the money problem in a way that works for the Invention program, and I cannot honestly do that in a way that compromises on time and focus. Every time I've done that in the past, I reach a point of destabilization where it's not safe. It's not safe. I'm not going there again. I won't ever go there again. I've been there 3 times before. I won't ever go there again. I'm calm, I'm stable, though I am upset because the people closest to my life, like my mom and my dad, they attract to me when they see me being myself and committing to what I need to do to maintain my stability, and they immediately insist and assert that actually what I'm doing is not okay. It's sickness. It's unhealthy. And this person that is talking right now is the embodiment of mental illness. I am completely insane right now, and I need to go to the hospital, and it's dangerous for me to be around guns, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. What are you going to do for money? And the money and the fallout of not having a stable income is not as bad as being engulfed like white blood cells by people who project their version of you, especially when it's a version that's so ugly, because they're referring to this past thing that it's. I've been to the brink, and then passing from the brink into all out total inner war 3 times, 3 world wars in my journey since my first official diagnosis of bipolar 1. In the Second World War, I went to the hospital and I told them exactly what the problem was. It's like I found myself at odds with the world and life because I don't know why I'm doing things wrong, obviously, and I want to do X, Y, and Z, and they tell me, well, it's good that you're here so that you can have just a timeout, but just don't share that with anybody. Don't tell that with any of just anybody. We can't help you with that. So it's like, okay, well, so the trick is not to get to that point in the first place, right? And I'm at a point now where I've realized my conclusion is simple. It's every time I disregard absolute devotion to the Invention program, that's when I fall into a tailspin, slip into a tailspin, and it gets really bad. It's scary. It's very scary. And what ends up causing in part this phenomenon, the tailspin, is when the people that claim to love most, like mother and father, they They insist that I must compromise, otherwise they won't love me, and otherwise they won't support me. And I latch back onto the teat. And then next thing you know, they're like, it's like a brainwashing process that I consent to, in the past at least, where I'm like, yeah, I don't need to really focus and devote all my energy on this peace computer thing, because it's just like it's a passion project. But the reality is not so. It's not a passion project. It's the thing that defines me. It's my calling. It's not a passion. Passion is just a joke of a word compared to what this project is to me. The amount, the seriousness, the gravity, the depth to which I commit. Even Bible bangers have a hard time comparing. It's like really kind of unsettling to myself how extreme it is. Extremist, like fanatic, right? I'm not an extremist or a fanatic in that sense, but I am super extreme and fanatic. I'm a peace fanatic. And I just know, that I cannot put myself in a position where I'm splitting myself in two again and surrounding myself by people like my parents, who insist that this person that I am speaking to you is sickness and illness and in a tailspin, and I'm somehow disturbing and like bad. I'm a bad person. I can't be around people like that. So I get so angry that when it bubbles up, and then if I'm too close to them, then I worry that I'd actually feel unsafe being around my parents, because just of the unresolved baggage that we have, that they aren't willing to go to any length whatsoever or make any effort to engage with actual group therapy, where we talk about like the deep disturbance between us and our relationship. And next thing you know, it's like, if I express any anger whatsoever about our situation, which I am quite just in anger if I had the time to tell the story proper, but if I express any in anger, then boom, immediately it's like, I don't feel safe around you, Blair. You're psychotic right now. Like, do we need to call the police? Do we need to get you to a hospital? We need to call the police. Like, I don't feel safe around you. It's like, and that triggers me. And so I just realized I have to stay away from them. I have to estrange myself from my parents. So that's where I'm at right now. GoFundMe. My parents say they'll help me in any way they can, and I say, okay, I need help like this, exactly like this. It's very simple. I know my image is a little wild right now on social media, but I gotta do that to do the whole like viral thing, like, playing into the entertainment bit. But I need money for rent. They're like, we're not gonna give you money for rent, but we are gonna help you make rent. No, actually, just I need money. And so I'm at the point now where I could not make rent, and I'll draw it out maybe as long as I want to, but there'll come a point where I just leave my stuff. I'll just leave my stuff, or I'll put it out on the side of the road and put up a Craigslist ad saying like, free, take the lot. It's all my stuff. Just take the stuff. I don't need it. I'll keep my laptop, keep backpacks and clothes, and maybe a couple guns, some bear spray, road flare, air horn. And I'll hit the streets. So until I can figure out how to get like a monthly cadence going with the bills and overhead to stay focused, because what I like about now is although I'm not like really focused on the actual invention effort of the World Peace Computer, like all the money-making attempts and like lanes and avenues that I'm developing, they all have to do like directly, explicitly with the Time Machine for Peace invention program. Like everything I do is something I can pick up later and be like, cool, I can work with this. I can, like, that wasn't wasted effort. Nothing I'm doing right now is wasted effort. If I go out and I get a job writing ERC-22 tokens for meme coins, I'm not gonna just give away the brand of World Peace Computer to a joke project. I was tempted to do that with the last project. No, that would be me splitting myself. And I'm not gonna, I know how to write a token. I know how to do this and that. This is going long. This is an update. To finish the update, I appreciate all of y'all who have given me cash for what I've asked for, even in light of the fact that my image is super rough and wild right now, like questionable. That's a lot more than my family's doing, and I just feel sad. Like I had to share it with somebody because I don't have anybody to share that with right now. I have to estrange myself from my family, at least for now. Sorry to be so heavy.